Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, you won't believe what I just heard, and if you're a true fan of the Washington Commanders, you know that the offseason is always full of surprises, but this one might be the biggest of all. Rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the entire NFC East landscape. Yes, we're talking about the possibility of Alvin Kamara, the dynamic and versatile running back from the New Orleans Saints, making his way to Washington. And let me tell you, this isn't just a rumor, it's a game changer. Imagine the impact of adding a player like Kamara to a team that's already been making strategic moves this offseason. The Commanders have been busy shaping their roster, signing key players like Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil, clearly signaling that they're not here just to compete, they're here to contend. But adding Alvin Kamara, that could be the finishing touch, the move that elevates them from a decent team to a true playoff contender, maybe even a Super Bowl threat. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is he serious? Kamara to Washington. Well, based on the latest reports and sources close to the NFL, it's not out of the realm of possibility. The Saints, on the other hand, are facing a season that's shaping up to be a tough one. They're expected to struggle with less than 4 wins, and with that kind of outlook, it's only logical that they might want to part ways with Kamara, especially if they can get something valuable in return. And here's the thing, Kamara isn't just any running back. This guy is a game breaker, a player who can turn a game on a dime. His ability to catch passes out of the backfield is second to none, and his vision, patience, and agility make him one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the entire league. If he joins a team like Washington, with their new offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, the possibilities are endless. Kingsbury, known for his innovative spread concepts and creative play calling, would have a field day integrating Kamara into his offense. Just picture Kamara lining up in the backfield, in the slot, or even out wide. Mismatches everywhere, defenses scrambling to keep up. This isn't just about adding a star, it's about transforming the offensive identity of the team. The Commanders, under the leadership of head coach Ron Rivera, have been working tirelessly to build a balanced, explosive offense. Drafting Jayden Daniels out of LSU, a quarterback with incredible mobility and playmaking ability, was a key move. Daniels brought a new level of excitement to Washington's attack in 2024, and pairing him with a creative mind like Kingsbury's is a recipe for success. Now, add a weapon like Kamara, and you're talking about a unit that can score from anywhere on the field, in any situation. Imagine the possibilities. Kamara's skill set is a perfect fit for Kingsbury's system. His ability to create yards after the catch will open up the passing game for Daniels, giving him a reliable check-down option that can turn into big plays. Meanwhile, his versatility allows Washington to keep defenses guessing. Whether it's a quick screen, a stretch outside, or a play-action pass, Kamara can do it all. His pass-catching ability out of the backfield is elite, and it complements the speed and explosiveness of wide receivers like Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel. These two would thrive with a threat like Kamara on the field, creating mismatches against even the toughest defenses. And let's not forget the running game, which has been a point of concern for Washington in recent years. Brian Robinson, the thunder to Kamara's lightning, provides power and physicality, but with Kamara in the backfield, the Commanders could have a truly lethal duo. Kamara's ability to pick up yards in tight spaces, break tackles, and make defenders miss makes him a nightmare for defenses. The combination of Robinson's brute force and Kamara's agility and speed could be unstoppable, especially in a balanced offense that can attack through the air and on the ground. Now, I want to take a moment here and emphasize just how impactful this could be if it happens. Washington has been quietly building a roster that's capable of competing at a high level, but they've lacked that one piece, a true game changer. Kamara could be that piece, transforming their offensive dynamics and making them a nightmare for opposing defenses. The NFC East, historically one of the most competitive divisions, would have to seriously rethink their game plan if the Commanders add such a talented player. Of course, there are questions. Will the Saints really trade Kamara? What would Washington have to give up? And even more importantly, does Kamara want to leave New Orleans? Rumors suggest that with the Saints' poor outlook for this season, Kamara might be looking for a fresh start, a new environment where he can showcase his talents in a winning context. And the Commanders, with their recent investments and strategic moves, seem poised to make a splash. They've shown they're all in on building a potent offense, and adding a player like Kamara would send a clear message to the rest of the league. Washington is here to contend, and they're not messing around. This potential move also raises questions about the future of the team's draft strategy and salary cap management. Kamara's contract isn't cheap, but the value he offers on the field could outweigh the financial commitment. And with the NFL's evolving salary cap and the team's focus on building a championship roster, it wouldn't be surprising if they make some sacrifices elsewhere to bring in a superstar like him. The front office has shown they're willing to make bold moves, and this could be the boldest of all. Now, I want to remind all of you, this is just the beginning of what could be a new chapter for the Washington Commanders. The offseason is always full of surprises, and this one could be the most exciting of all. If this trade happens, it will undoubtedly shake up the NFC East and give Washington a serious boost heading into the 2025 season. The fans are already buzzing, and social media is full of speculation. Everyone wants to see if this blockbuster deal will become a reality. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if the Commanders do manage to pull this off, it could redefine their entire offensive philosophy. Imagine a team with Jaden Daniels at quarterback, orchestrating a high-octane, fast-paced attack, with Kamara providing the explosiveness, Robinson offering power, and a receiving core led by McLaurin and Samuel stretching the field. It's a recipe for success, especially in today's NFL, which values versatility, speed, and unpredictability. The defense, which has been solid but needs some reinforcements, can then focus on creating turnovers and giving this potent offense more opportunities to shine. And let's not forget the cultural impact. Washington fans crave wins, excitement, and a team that's not just competitive but genuinely dangerous. Bringing in a superstar like Kamara would boost morale, energize the fan base, and put the league on notice that the Commanders are serious contenders. It's not just about winning games, it's about building a legacy, about claiming their spot among the NFL's elite, and about finally giving the fans what they've been craving for so long, a genuine shot at a Super Bowl. Now I want to hear from you, the fans. Do you believe this trade will happen? Would Alvin Kamara be the missing piece for Washington? How do you see him fitting into this new offensive system under Kingsbury? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion is super important to us, and I love seeing the passion you all bring to the table. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more news, and more in-depth analysis on everything happening in the NFL and especially with the Washington Commanders. So keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and let's continue to support this incredible team. The offseason is just heating up, and I have a feeling we're in for some surprises. Thanks for joining me today, and as always, go Commanders.